back again. You get me? Back again. Welcome back to the Arsenal podcast. And of course, welcome back to another transfer show. Aouar is still the man in the news. Sorry for that. It was my fan, so I had to turn it down. Another transfer video, 7 days to go. We have two big signings. We have to sell some players to do those signings. And that is where we stand right now. That is where we are. Will we make these signings? That's the biggest question everybody asks around. Will we make these signings? Will Arsenal make these signings? I'm going to be giving you a big update on the transfer of Aouar. I'll be giving you another update on a couple of other players that are linked with Arsenal. So make sure you stay with me and subscribe to the channel, smash up the likes, those things, the way we do it here on the Arsenal podcast. Okay, starting with Aouar because I know that's where most of our interest lies. I can see a couple of people telling me, Nathan, that bring me on, and then Gift Conde says, hey my man, it's been a long time. We'll be talking about so much of the things here in the transfer video. So today Aubameyang seems to be very open to us signing Aouar, and of course he came out and confirmed that he would want to have a player like Aouar. He would want Aouar to join the club because he would be a very good great signing. He would add a lot of quality to the team, which would be something very interesting, right? Because in the last 7 days, we need to make, marquee signings, if that's the word to use. We need to make a lot of marquee signings. We need to, boost our squad. We need to boost the midfield. We need to boost so many things. And that's why I always keep on, doing the transfers, hoping that something might happen. So today, Aubameyang says that probably he's interested in having Aouar join the club. If we can have him, if we can get a player like him, he would add so much of the quality to us, and that is something that all of us know. We have been crying for a player like Aouar all the time. He was talking to the press after that game in Laurier, and he was talking to the press as Aouar. He was asked about his future and so on, and he said that there are talks going on between Lyon and other clubs. He didn't really say Arsenal, but of course we know that the club interested in Aouar right now is Arsenal alone. So he was talking to the media, and he said there are talks going on between Lyon and other clubs to see that I may actually make a move. He disregarded all the aspects of of the other questions, and he said he wouldn't comment about them, the personal terms and so on and everything. He said he's not going to be talking about that, but of course he confirmed that there are talks between Lyon and foreign clubs to take him away from France. For me, which is which was something very interesting, because in most cases, players never want to open up. Players never open up, on such situations, and it keeps me more confident that if things are moving like this, I'm going to get my man. I've always said I'm going to we are going to sign Aouar, and it has been my stand. We are going to sign Aouar. It has always been my stand that Arsenal is going to sign Aouar. So for him coming out to say that there are talks going on, I think it's an advantage for us. It's an advantage for us, because it shows the player is interested. Personal terms are not a problem, according to Fabrizio Romano. So our problem is only agreeing a fee between us and Olympic Lyon, which I think maybe at some point in time we might agree a fee. That takes me back to the to the issue of bidding. Where our bid was rejected. It was around 35 million, pounds rejected. Now we are planning to go back with the unimproved bid, which would be around, I think, 40 or 45 million or close to 50 million euros. I just pray that Lyon can accept that, because if we go back with another bid and it is bounced, trust me, we might not go back with another bid to Lyon for Aouar. So it's going to be quite a complicated week for us, especially when it comes to transfers. It's going to be very, very complicated for us when it comes to transfers. Are we really going to make the big signings we are looking at. And it seems that Atletico Madrid are very confident they're going to stay with their man, that is Thomas Partey. So the only hope we have to bring in a player is gonna be Aouar. And I want you, if you can join me today, I want to take in your opinions about what you think we are going to do in the last 7 days of the transfer summer. I want to get in your opinions, so make sure you can join me there in the comment section. You'll be joining me live. I'm going to share a link in the commentary section, and you tell me what you think we can do in the coming 7 days, because we have 7 days and obviously we have done nothing, a lot of nothing. So the link is I put a link in the comments, so click on it. You'll come live and tell me what you think about our transfer last 7 days. Oscar says, hi, Kosi. What about Zaha, Diawara, Jorginho to Arsenal? For Zaha, there is nothing much. I wouldn't say there is much talk about for Zaha. He has been linked with a move, in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, it was possibly a swap deal with Reece Nelson, but no Arsenal, no source close to Arsenal has come out to confirm that Arsenal would be taking on, Wilfried Zaha. So I think it was too much of a transfer speculation. Diawara stays as an option, as well as Boubacar Soumare. If we fail to get one Thomas Partey, we might actually go for Soumare and Diawara. But I think that would be the dying days of the transfer window. It seems we are more concentrating on getting Aouar than actually getting Diawara or Soumare. Jorginho, I think for Jorginho, it was a transfer excitement, a story that came out of somewhere I don't know, and I cannot trace the basis of that story, right? But still, he was linked with us. Bring me on, Nathan. The link is in the description there. Hey, my man, long time, Conde. How are you doing? Hi, Kosi. Hi, Sunday Charles. How are you doing? Thanks for the work done. Thank you so much. Have a partner I can bring on the show, right? Hello, Kerila. Hello. Yeah, I think his internet is a little bit disturbing, but he will join us later. Hello, Kosi. This is Yahya. Okay. I love the comments. Hi from Kenya. We need Aouar. Yes, he will come to us, no, for sure. Big up watching from Aouar. It will be a best signing for us, no. It would be the best signing, but how fast is it coming in? Thomas Partey is fading day by day. Yeah, I know. It might be one of the transfers that may not actually happen. There is any hope of signing Aouar? I think for Aouar there is hope, but the other player is gonna be quite very hard. Hi, Kosi. What about Partey? I think for now the Partey deal is off. Hello,
hey, brother, how are you?
I'm fine, my man. How are you? I'm fine. How are you?
Great. I'm doing great. Yeah. Great to see you giving us insights on the season.
Yeah, day by day,
Yeah, let's hope we get this our guy by within the next 7 days.
7 days look very, very small, but I think let's pray that he can join finally, because all the signs say that we're not going to sign him, and I think it's going to be the only signing we do in the transfer summer, in the last 7 days.
Which would still be okay. Because he has some brilliance.
Yeah, and Aubameyang was talking about him, and he was saying that he's one player who's going to be giving us a lot of quality. For me, I think if he comes, it's going to be a very key man in the performance of Aubameyang and Lacazette, because we need that man.
Okay.
That's the reason as why I've been sticking on to him all the time.
Yes.
Sign Aouar. It's going to be the biggest sign. I think in the past 3 years, if I look at it, Aubameyang and Aouar, our biggest signings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's hope for the
But
best. Let's see how it goes.
yeah, obviously, man.
Yes. Okay. Cheers,
Okay.
bro.
Okay. Cheers, bro. All right. So that is Kerila there, with his opinion. If you want to join me live, don't worry. The link is in the commentary section there. Just join me. Make sure your devices are connected. How about Penrama? That story really stayed for a very short period of time, and then it got lost. Ken 254 wants to come on the show. I'm trying to add him. I think his internet is still disturbing a little. Victor Greenwood Haikosi, I trust the Gunners to bring in an upgrade. Surely trust me, all right? Let me trust you on that. We need at least one big player, or at least one big player, all right? Uh, have someone. Hello. Hello, Ken. Wow, it seems his internet is disturbing as well.
Hello.
Ensa. Hello, how are you doing, Ensa?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm very glad to speak to you.
Yeah, I'm glad to speak to you as well, my man.
Yeah, I'm always following you, especially early hours in the morning. I'm always following you on YouTube. I'm also an Arsenal fan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate the way you do
And
things.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Um, last 7 days, we have only 7 days to go. 1 week. What do you expect, from this transfer window in Arsenal in the last 7 days? Apart from Aouar, or do you think we are only getting Aouar? Do you think we shall get him? It's our club problem that we speak too much and do little. How do you see the 7 days?
For the deal about Aouar is something that I'm 99% sure we will get him at the end. It's going tough, but at the end we will get him. He will be our player for sure.
He will be our player for sure. I love that. There is a lot of
Yes,
confidence
he will
in
be
that.
our player. Yeah, because the way things are going, I'm seeing positive things in through the conversation and the discussion that is going on. That's why we keep going. When they reject, we keep going. I didn't mean that we will not go further. Then when they reject us 1-2, we would have just say, okay, let's forget about it. But we are still going, meaning that we still showing them interest, and they also wanting to sell. So they need the money. We need the player. So I'm 100% sure at the end we'll get him.
Yeah. If we signed Aouar, and not anyone else, would you be satisfied with this transfer window? Will it be okay? Would you say that this is good enough as a transfer window if we brought in Aouar and no other person else?
Yeah, I would really appreciate if you can get Aouar and Thomas Partey. But if there is no possibility of getting Partey, then we have Aouar. I'm satisfied with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, if we didn't get Partey, who would you want? Who would you want? Of course, we have been linked with so many: the Somaris, the Joginos, the Diawara. Who would you go for?
Yeah, if you don't have Partey, then I'll go for Jawara because, on my own point of view, he's well suited than Jorginho. Jorginho is good, but for me, he's very lazy. He's not a fast player. And Arsenal, we need fast players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point of view.
All right. Thank you so much, Ensa, as well. Have Makonde. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay, Black. How are you, my bro?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro. Long time.
A long time, I know. A long time. How have you been?
Yeah, I'm from Cape Town, South Africa.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh, uh,
what do you
yes.
make of this, last 7 days? Where is Arsenal going? Are we signing in anyone? Are we, just going to talk and talk and talk? What do you think?
Yeah. I'm hoping this last 7 days is going to be much busier for us. was what we need most. I think for now, we are improving at the back. We are also better at front, where there's Aubameyang, Lacazette, and there's William joined there, and while Pepe is on the bench. The problem that we have now is on the midfield. We can't depend on Xhaka and Ceballos for the whole season or for the whole this first round. It will not work for us. So what we need to do these 7 days, we need to go quick, having prayers that we can use, and those prayers must be different with the one that we have for now. Like the way we are looking for Thomas Partey, that is another good addition. We are also on talk with from the guy from Lyon. That guy is also great. I think we need much for now. We need holding midfielder. That is, you need to take the line where is Jaga is playing now. We can shift Jaga to have 3 midfield, where the guy from Lyon he can play for as number 10. Where for now we don't have number 10. You can see how the team it's not balancing on the terms of going forward. As the way it was starting before, was we need to create a lot of goals from the midfield. If you can see these seasons, or maybe 3 4 seasons that Arsenal is playing, all goals is not coming from in the midfield. It's like coming from the wing, whether it's left or right. You can see the Saka what he's doing always when he's in the pitch, providing a lot of things for us. But yeah, we need at least more 2 or 3 players at the midfield.
Wow, what's an analysis of that? Most Arsenal fans don't want to hear the truth about their club. They want to hear that we are doing well. We are going to improve and so much. And do we completely need to replace all the players in that midfield, or do we actually need one marquee signing in the midfield? Because I've been listening to a couple of debates comparing our club to other clubs like Manchester United, Liverpool, and our problem is the midfield. Our midfielders don't fit anywhere. Not in Liverpool, not in Chelsea, not in Manchester United. Would you just throw out everybody in that midfield and just build up a new team in the middle of the park?
Not much really, but what we need to do is, for now, as I'm thinking, I can't depend on Ceballos. Ceballos is on loan for us, which means by end of this term, it's going back to Real Madrid. We need to find someone who we are going to say this is our own player. It's not a loan. So we need to get at least 2. Xhaka is not a defending midfielder. If you can go back to his national team, he's not belong on defending midfield. It's like attacking midfielder number 10. So we just change that mind from Xhaka to defend. Then we need to shift the guy again to go into his position. You see, that's why we are looking for Thomas Partey to fill that gap, because we know Thomas Partey is from young, he played like a defending midfielder. You see, then we are looking for another attacking midfielder who is going to replace Ceballos, who is in Arsenal as a lone guy, where at the end of the season is going back to Real Madrid. So we need someone that we must know that this is our own player. He is not going anywhere. He will stay here for maybe, he's saying, for 5 years, 3 years. We are going to be together here. We are going to suffer together here. So he can't do anything bad to say, no, it's just a loan. At the end of, if it doesn't work, I'm going back, or maybe I'll go into another club. But if you have your own players, they'll play as if everything that is doing is for themselves. Not that by end of that season they'll go back to somewhere else. No, they don't have such mind of going out as soon while they're on a long term.
How much do you think how Samoa can improve us? How much should we expect from him? Because he's he's a player all of us are waiting for. He doesn't have so much of the big statistics, especially last season, but his appearance on the pitch, his presence on the pitch is overwhelming, and that's why most of us love him. What do you expect out of him? How much of a change would he bring to us in your mind?
Oh, yeah. What we expect from him is you can see that the guy is. We need someone who can hold a ball, maybe for 5-6 seconds going forward. There is a such kind of playing on him. Where we have seen a lot of YouTube videos from Lyon, how he's playing. That's why the guy is a captain. That's why the guy is a captain. We don't expect a captain to play shit in the crowd. Always captain is supposed to be example for his friends, his players. So definitely I have hope that if we get this guy, definitely number 10 position is going to change for us.
All right, thank you so much there, Makonde, trying to give us much of what he expects of Hausem Aouar. I have someone again, Derek, calling in. Derek, how are you doing? It seems that his internet just fell off. Give us expected lineup for Arsenal this season. Really, apart from adding a player like Hausem Aouar and replacing him with I think replacing Hausem Aouar, I think I'll put Hausema where Danny Ceballos plays, and then I'll leave Grant Xhaka in that midfield. The rest stays as normal. Leno, Gabriel, Luis, Kiantiani as the back three. Then up front I'll have in the midfield I'll have Saka, I'll have Bukayo Saka, I'll have Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I'll have Aouar, then Granit Xhaka. Then up front, you would have Aubameyang, obviously. You would have Aubameyang. Then you have Willian and then Pepe, because I think Pepe really needs to get a lot of playing time if he's going to come back as the player we want. Hello, Ken.
Hello, hi.
How are you
How
doing?
are you? I'm fine. Thank you. Okay, I'm in Kenya.
Yeah.
We need this Osemwa, or rather, we go for Kante.
Ngolo Conte.
Yeah, or rather, if we miss on Osemwa, then we could go for Kante. It will be the best option.
Do you think Chelsea will give us Ngolo Conte?
Up to an extent, I think so. But everybody needs Kante. He's the best player ever. He's a midfielder. It's the best option. Maybe you can just sell other players to get up for Kante, or Aouar is the best also. That is what I think.
Yeah, but I think Chelsea just confirmed, I think not so long ago, that Conte is not going to be for sale. He's a starter, and definitely they cannot make that mistake of selling to Arsenal, and they are selling you a player in the caliber of N'Golo Conte, because they know they have given you a midfield dynamite. You could just blow up the entire Premier League. But I don't know, if I'm gonna ask you, how do you see Arsenal if we get in a quality midfielder, top class midfielder, with Manchester United struggling and Chelsea still struggling? Where do you see us this season? Do you think we can, compete with them? Although we don't, we have not invested a lot of money, but by the fact that we are not struggling and they, they started up, in a bad way, can we take advantage of their, bad form and, compete with them in that regard?
Yeah. The advantage is on our side because we are not struggling, and yet we are adding more good players in the midfield. It will help us a lot. Maybe next season will be somewhere in Champions League. Maybe. But okay, I'm very sure. We will be in top 4. I'm very
We'll
sure
be
about
in
that.
top 4. Okay.
Yeah.
It's really interesting when you guys say we'll be in top 4 because you're quite very confident all the time. You say it so many times. You'll go for top 4, we'll be in top 4, and so on. Apart from Asamoah, who would you want Arsenal to bring in the last, in the last 7 days?
Our is the best. It's the best. But if I
Why
was
is the best?
was our if was I was a Teta, then I would go for Kante still.
You'll go for Kante still. Okay, thank you so much. Let me try to have. Hello,
Hello.
how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah. Nice to have you back on the on the show.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. A lot of transfer sagas, going on. 7 days to go. Transfer deadline. You know what it means. A lot of news, right?
Yep.
And I think the only positive story that came out of France was the personal terms, because I think authentically everyone confirmed that we agreed personal terms with Aouar. Let's start from there. Is that a 30-40% that the deal is going to be done, in your opinion?
Yeah, but I have a feeling it's going to be done on deadline day.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be done on deadline day.
Please be more audible. I can't pick the words.
It's going to be done on deadline day.
It's gonna be done on deadline day. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, if Arsenal can, sign this man on deadline day, it would, save the board a lot of, pressure from the, fans, because, when you bring in, one player, the fans still want other players. But you bring in, such a player on deadline day, that means there is no room for, fans to demand for more players. But the problem is still with the pricing. The problem is still with meeting the price. We are, our bids are way below. Are you convinced we might go in with with a decent bid, with something like 49 million, because that is the looming second or the looming third bid? We might go in. Are you convinced we might, just break the bank and go with, the right amount of money they want?
My opinion is 45 million pounds.
Okay. I'll just hello, Godfrey.
Yes, hello.
How are you doing, Godfrey?
I'm good. Happy to see you.
Yeah. What do you want to tell me about this deal? What's your opinion about the last 7 transfer days of Arsenal this summer?
To my opinion, these people are just beating around the bush. Yeah, they will be done.
Beating around the bush. I think we are trying to, sign more some players, but things are not easy on us. That's what I should say.
Yeah, but according to what Aouar said yesterday, the interview, he confirmed already.
I know it's like a confirmation, but again, it's like, it's like he was saying that there are talks between clubs. There are talks between clubs, but how sure are we? How sure are we that the talks are going to be successful? Because confirming is one thing, and then signing the player is another thing. We have talked to Thomas Partey. Everybody knows that, but we have never brought him in, and that's what makes me frightened all the time. There. So I'm gonna be taking some few comments, and then we call it a stream. Let's do the final thing and finish it off. Okay. Christopher watching from Takana. Okay. And let's do that signing once and chill it, because it's putting more pressure on our hearts. Watching from Istanbul. Thank you so much. Istanbul is Turkey. Which position do you expect Arsenal this season? I think I've already said it. It's position 6. based on our signings. Actually, Partey will be the best option for Arsenal to sign. Hi there, how are you there, Prabhu? Arsenal is very lazy. Other clubs have already signed world-class players, or there is any secret behind it. This is the type of player that Arsenal really need, who can create chances of scoring goals. That is a man. So let's get him. Okay, guys, thank you so much. It has been quite a wonderful stream. Until next time, I'll be coming back later.